So writers, welcome in this new raw, I guess, graffiti video. I guess because maybe the weird noises are that loud that I will have to put a song, but whatever. Today's plan is basically easy. Paint a chrome graffiti piece in the Sofer, an abandoned factory in Naples. And the funny thing is that today I'm not alone, but today Mr. Vent will paint with Mr. Venk, which is really fun if you ask me. He is already painting over there, and at the end I will show to you his piece. But now, since I'm very scared of a piece of ceiling falling on my head, I think that's time to sketch. By the way, today I'm not gonna paint a completely clean wall because there are no longer clean walls, which is sad, to be honest, but it's how abandoned factories work. So I'm gonna cover this throw up by Mr. Feno. His Instagram is linked over there. Pieces cover throw ups as a common graffiti rule. Everybody knows it. If you cover a throw up with a complex graffiti piece, there shouldn't be any problems. It is also super old and destroyed. Yo, I sketched the V right now, and as you can see it ends here where the destroyed part of the wall starts. So I guess that I should push a little bit all the letters and the V in this moment towards the top. So basically I need another color. This exclamation point took me so long. I already had one on the sketch, but I decided to change it on the wall because the one on the paper did not look nice to me anymore. I am always afraid of changing things directly on the wall, but this time I couldn't help it. Yo, I'm finally done with the sketch. It took 30 minutes, not a little amount of time if you ask me, also because the sketch is pretty simple. It's basically this one that you're seeing right now, only the exclamation point is a little bit different, and I know that right now is a little bit confusing, but this hardcore chrome will fix the confusion. Will delete it, actually. My goal is to use this already used chrome, and I don't want to finish it. So basically I want to use one can for the fill-in, which is basically, I think, the wet dream of all the writers. Usually, if you use cans to fill a piece, even if you are doing a one-color fill-in, you still have to use at least two cans. At least this is in my experience, but I think that's pretty common. But painting smaller is the solution. Okay, one can mission accomplished. There's still a little tiny bit that might be not enough for the cutbacks, but I have another chrome just in case. About the background, I wanted to do a bubble, but to be honest, my piece is a lot boxy in this case, and I think that a bubble would make it too heavy, let's say, not dynamic enough. So I'm gonna do a stain with that sort of organic effect I was used to do last summer. I also have two colors, so maybe it could be even better than the original version, but it's not obvious. I have to find it out. And so this is how the background looks like. I really like it. Yeah, it was inspired by that organic background, the one that you're seeing right now, but at the end it turned out a lot different actually. But I'm happy with the result, also because it was freestyle. I didn't tell it to you previously, but you know that since the beginning of the year I'm talking about preparation, being prepared, but today is a sort of a day off. I had a sketch, but then the rest is completely freestyle. I wanted to be free from precise thoughts. It's nice at the end. I will probably regret it at home, but this is another matter. By the way, this background, because of the colors, basically reminds me a lot of Greece, or in Italian Grecia. So it's finally time for the outline, with a typical black outline, the best for chrome pieces in my opinion. Let's do it. In this moment the rain got heavier, but, spoiler, this is nothing compared with what was going to fall from the sky in a few minutes. After filling the regular shadows, I started adding these overlapping shadows on the letters. Well, I did not realize it while doing them, but they were so fucking terrible. Dirty and lazy, I would say. In the end I removed them, and it was very annoying to do, to be honest. But I couldn't help it, it was definitely necessary. They were too ugly even for a piece like this one, fast and without any real idea behind it. Any complicated concept, let's say. It was a very difficult outline. I struggled quite a lot because of the wall, because of the chrome, but at the end somehow I did it. It's not the best outline in my life, but it's okay. I can do it better in this moment. Overline, aka second outline, and highlights, and then we have to figure out how to get out of this place because it's raining as fuck. Well, as you can hear, the rain is getting heavier by the seconds. That's why I finished in a hurry, deciding not to make the highlights on my piece. By the way, I had a water spill from the ceiling straight in front of my bit, and I walked through it many times. Nice. Also, I started feeling seriously unsafe in that hangar, because you can't properly see it, but it was raining very strongly, and that ceiling, well, it wasn't the safest thing I have ever seen. let's say. However, we managed to finish our pieces and we went out safely, and spoiler, I've also got a fever because of the wet clothes. Anyway, this is the game, so I will no longer complain about this. So, 3 hours or something of a rainy chrome Greek. Yeah, piece look like this. As always, let's analyze it. First of all, the balancing. This is a drop cap style piece, the easiest version of it possible. The V is the only complex letter, otherwise the other ones are throw-up letters. E, N and T are set on the big arrow that's coming out from the V, and together these letters are pointing a bit towards the hello, but they are pretty static anyways. Talking about the letters themselves, the V has a very solid structure, because it's straightly and strongly pointing in 3 different directions. Towards the top with the 2 vertical sticks, towards the right with its extension and the big arrow, and it has also a little push towards the bottom thanks to this flattened arrow. The big problem of this letter, which is also the problem number 1 of this piece by the way, is that the arrow and also the extension, both they are crooked, especially the extension. They were supposed to be perfectly straight and they are not. About the E, well, it's perfect. Nothing to say about it. I really like especially the middle part. I would say stick, but it's not a stick. Well, it is really thick and I really like it. I really like this chunkiness. Anyway, the end is good even if it is a bit different from the sketch. I only don't like the upper right angle because it is too pointy. It clashes a bit with the roundish shapes of the other throw-up letters and also of the N itself. The T is good. The junction of the 2 sticks could have been a bit larger, but it's okay. The exclamation point is okay, but to be honest, in the moment I'm recording the voiceover, more than 2 weeks after the painting, I don't understand why Vent from the Past didn't do the roundish one from the original sketch. I mean, both versions are okay, but there was no style need to change it afterwards. The background is nice and it's well shaped everywhere, but underneath the big arrow. This empty spot is very ugly, but anyway, the concept, in my opinion, works. The color scheme of the painting is nice also because basically it's pretty classic. Chrome and black always work perfectly together, and also the yellow of the overline and the blue concentric background are very nice together. Anyway guys, I hope you liked the video and the piece. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel, for me is so important, and please be sure to activate the bell of the notifications because you really help me to grow in order to provide to you always better and better contents. After this marketing lesson, see you next time.